The best counter trading forex strategy with sniper entries would be demystified in this video. Do you want to learn how to trade against the trend and catch precise market reversals with confidence? In this video, you will discover a powerful counter trading forex strategy using smart money concepts or inner circle traders concepts to identify high probability sniper entries like a professional traders. So with no further ado, let's just delve in, okay? A disclaimer on the best forex counter trading strategy. I want to give you guys a disclaimer. Uh, you should know that counter trading is very difficult, okay? Because why did I say it's very difficult is because you know you are going to be trading against the trend. All right. So if you want to trade a counter trade, you have to be very careful, right? You already know you have to be very careful because you know you are trading against the trend. And normally, as far as trading is concerned, you know you should be trading along with the trend, right? So that is what I want to tell you guys. Before you delve into counter trading, just know that you can literally lose your dollar. You can actually hit stop loss, okay? You can actually hit stop loss and it is fine because you are trading against the trend. So let's go to the video of the day, okay? So according to this trend now, as you all can see, you can see we have some kind of trend here. So let me just demystify it. We have a breakout here, okay? And you already know this is what, that's our BOS or a choke, whatever you call it in your region, is okay. So we have our order block or point of interest, key level, whatever you like to call it, is still fine by you, okay? So now, you know, let's assume that this trend now is our 4H time frame. Let's assume this leg here is our 4H time frame. And let's now assume that this one right here, I'm coming, few sec. So let's assume that this one right here is our what? Is our 15-minute time frame, okay? Let's just let's just you know let's let's just assume like that, okay? Let's say this red line, this red circle is our what? Is our 4 hours. Why this blue circle is our what? Is our 15 minutes time frame. Let me undo it so that the chart can be clean. Alright. So now you already know these are 4 hours and you already know these are 15 minutes. So how do you counter trade? First thing first, market has broken out from this cemented high. You guys, you've already seen that the market is buying. So now counter trading, like I said, it's kind of very risky, okay, because you want to trade against the trend. But still, some people needs to sell the gain from here to your predefined order block before market buys again to the upside. Some people needs to sell, so you can still join those people that wants to sell, but have it at the back of your mind that it is risky, okay? So it is kind of risky, okay? You can just you know but let's continue anyways. So because the trade is the video is about this video is about counter trading, so I don't want to talk about another kind of institutional reference in this video here. So now, as you can see, this is our 15-minute time frame. How do you trade it? You just wait for a choke or change the state of delivery or market structure shift, which we've seen here. This is a choke right here. Then after this choke, I would definitely advise you, if you want to make a counter trade, don't trade immediately you see a choke. All right? Don't trade a counter trade immediately you see a choke. All right? Wait for a BOS right here. All right? So a BOS is going to confirm this choke. I had a video on BOS and choke. If you go watch the video, you understand what I'm saying. Okay? A BOS, which is the breakout structure, right? It complements the change of character. Like, it confirms that the market wants to sell or buy. It depends on the trend. But according to this trend, we are selling. That's the counter sale, right? So this BOS is telling us that this market wants to, this price actions wants to sell. All right. So if you want to sell immediately after a choke, you might easily be liquidated, right? Market might decide to do something like this, then push you out, then now start, something like this, okay? All right. So just wait for a what? A choke and a BOS. Very important if you are counter trading. Then after that BOS, then you just mark your what? Just mark order block, your key zones, your point of interest, whatever you like to call it, is fine. Your fair value gap, inefficiency, whatever you call it, is still cool in your region, right? So just wait for a BOS. Then after you've seen a BOS, just look for, your strategy will tell you where to be placing your sell limits according to the trend, according to the counter trend. Then just a 1 to 2 or 1.5 is okay for a counter trend traders. If you are trading against the trend, just target 1.5. Risk reward, it should be 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2. At most 1 to 2 is fine. Because you are counter trading, okay? Just target 1.5 at least. 1.5 to 1 to 2 is fine. 1.5 at least, then 1 to 2 at most, okay? The reason why I'm saying this is because you are counter trading. Had it been you are trading the trend, you can target 1 to 3, right? You can even target 1 to 4, right? But because you are counter trading, it's very, very risky. You can just decide to just target 1 to 2 or 1 to 1.5, 1 reach 1.5 or 1 reach 2, okay? That's fine. So it's as simple as that. And as far as we are concerned, as far as this pictorial reference is concerned, we have another breakout here. What else do you see, guys? What else do you see? What else do you see, guys? We see a liquidation here. Then what happened? We see a choke and a BOS. Don't forget, please, wait for a BOS, okay? As a counter trade trader, wait for a BOS. It's very, very important. You don't play with it. Or if you play with it, you will definitely pay with your dollars, right? Or with whatever currency you are using to trade, because some people make use of pound to trade, some people make use of dollars, some people make use of Canadian dollars, some people make use of Kuwaiti dinar, a lot. Some people make use of Oman, a lot of currencies to trade. Some people make use of naira too, right? So you are going to pay with your currency if you don't wait for a BOS. Just wait, calm down. The price is not running to anywhere. You can trade anytime. Trading is always available. Just look for your setup and trade. That's all. If you miss a trade, doesn't mean you are going to miss every other trade. Missing a trade is fine. Okay? It's better to miss a trade than to lose a trade. Alright? So now, what are we saying? We have a BOS here. Then if you want to sell again, like I said, 1 to 2 is fine. And sometimes market might decide not to come to your, whatever. Yeah. So 1 to 2 is fine. Then you target your 1 to 2, right? Something like this, 1 to 2 at most. Then you're out of the price. So easy peasy, no stress. So if you are not waiting for, let's assume that you are not waiting for okay, we have a kind of breakout here. We are not talking about this anyway. Don't let me talk about that. So let's assume that we have something like this. Let's assume that we have something like let me do something like this. I don't want this price to break. I think, is there any way I can? Okay, let's assume we have another block right here. Right? We have another block right here. So market shifted higher, like something like this. The price give us a buy again to the upside like this, right? I think you can see, guys. So the price gave another kind of structure like this. Then you see something like this happening on the charts. Maybe you now see something like this, right? Don't forget, are you going to be selling from here? If something like this occurred, are you going to be selling from here? Let's say price made a pullback like this. Are you going to be selling from here? I want you guys to answer the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 seconds, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are you going to be selling from here? If you say you are going to be selling from here, then you are going to pay with your currency. Okay? Because I told you guys, whenever you want to take a counter trend, don't forget we have a breakout here too. So whenever you want to take a counter trend, I told you guys, alright, wait for a BOS. So definitely we are only having a choke right here. This is just a change of character, change the state of delivery just occurred right here. Okay? So if you are selling from here now, you are going to pay with your currency. Alright? You are going to pay with your currency because market can decide to do something crazy. How? What do I mean by something crazy? Market can decide to, to just do something like this, then turn you to a liquidity, right? Then crash again, then give us what we wanted. Okay, so do you get? So something like this might occur. So after this choke, never trade a counter trade after a choke. Okay, never trade a counter trade after a choke. It's very, very risky for your own good, right? Very, very risky. So this, we have another choke here. Then this is a BOS. Whatever you want to do should be after a BOS. Alright? So you place your whatever. What do I say you should be targeting? I said you should be targeting 1 to 2 at most, and 1.5, 1 ratio 5 at least. Alright? 1 to 2 at most, 1 ratio 5 at least. Alright? So easy peasy, no stress, right? I hope you guys understand this. That's how to counter a trade. So let's see a live chart. You can actually trade this forex strategy on any time frame. It works on any time frame. Your own is to understand market structure. All right, it works on any time frame, 4 hours, 1 day. You can actually pick a buyer. I know if you have you need to watch a video on time frame. I demystified time frames in that video. Okay, so you know how to maneuver time frames. You know how to do your top down analysis, right? So you can actually make your buyers 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day. Depends on whatever time frame you want to use. Depend on the kind of trader you want to be at that particular time. Alright, so let's check the live chart. Let's see what's up on the live chart. I think this is 4 hours time frame, right? Okay, this is 4 hours time frame. As you all can see, this is 4 hours time frame. Beautiful. As you all can see, this price is buying, right? We have a breakout here. As you all can see, very simple, very simple. You don't need a pastor or anybody to tell you this market is buying. All right, so we have a breakout here, we have a breakout here. So definitely we are talking about a counter trade. Now how do you counter trade this trend? You can see after this move we have this, we had this, we had this, then we had this too, right? Don't forget something happened here. Don't forget something is happening here on the lower time frame. All right, something happened there on the lower time frame. So now how are you going to counter trade this trend? Okay, don't forget we have our low here. Let's just pull this. It's our low. Then you go to your 15-minute time frame and look for a choke and a BOS, just like I explained. So let's go to 15 minutes for that. Let's go to 15 minutes for that. Alright, so easy peasy, no stress. Now this 15-minute time frame, let's look for what we just discussed theoretically. Let's practicalize it here. Let's bring it to function here. Okay, alright. So let me just zoom this place a little bit because we need to focus more on this side, right? Let me zoom this side a little. So as you can see now, you need a choke. That's why I said you need to understand market structure very well, because if you don't really understand market structure very well, you're going to have a problem identifying your major highs and lows. All right, or let me just say highs and lows. Okay, so I had a video on that on this YouTube channel. You can definitely watch it, right? So now as you can see, we had this high here, market shifted this high, we had this low then, and what happened again? Market shifted this high again. You need to see a candle close. Let me zoom it. A candle close is very important. Okay, can you see we had a candle close? All right, we had a candle close. So a candle close is very, very important, right? So let me just try to go back to this side. So as you can see, we had this whereby this low has been nullified. So we had this low now. This is our protected low on this 15-minute time frame. So what happened? You can see market shifting from it. Okay, so we have a choke, but I told you guys you don't trade after a choke when you are counter trading. All right, you don't trade after a choke. We have a choke here. All right, this was our high. The market must not break. Okay, as you can see, market didn't break it, right? So we had a choke. Then we had a what? We had a BOS. This is what I'm saying. You need to wait for a BOS and also make sure there is a candle close. Don't make use of a wick. Okay, if market just wick out, that means market just took liquidity. So that is not a breakout. All right. So if it was a wick, that is not a breakout. Don't count it as a breakout until you see a candle close. Something like this. This is a candle close, right? So market just break out. Then, like I said, you need a choke and what? And a BOS. This is our first choke. let me erase this. It's useless for now. So this is our first choke, whereby we have this what? We have this BOS again, right? Then you can now sell anywhere that you want to sell is fine. Alright? Anywhere that you want to sell is fine. You can make use of, other blocks, stuff like that, fair value gap, inefficiency or whatever. You can make use of them. Alright? So for you to find a very beautiful point of interest, you can go to the higher time frame for you to look for where fair value gap, stuff like that are. Okay? So this, can you see we have a very big fair value gap right here? A very big fair value gap from here to here. A very big fair value gap. So you can decide to sell at the 50% of this fair value gap. How do you know your 50%? You can make use of fib level, Fibonacci. Just draw it to this side. So I think my 50% should be somewhere here. This is 70%. So definitely 50% is going to be somewhere here. Alright? So if you want to make use of that, you can just put your sell limit like that. Then your stop loss is going to be above this high. Don't forget, the protected high is very, very important. Okay? Then you target what did I say you should target? What did I tell you guys to normally target when you're counter trading? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you say 4, then you are wrong. If you say 3, you are wrong. If you say 2.5, you are wrong. If you say 1 to 2.5, you are wrong. If you say 1 to 3, 1 to 4, you are wrong. But if you say 1 to 1.5, 1 to 2, you are still fine. You are right. Okay? So just target 1 to, this is 1 to 1.5. If you are targeting some, let me delete this fib. This fib is useless now. So if you are targeting 1 to 1.5 now, TP it. And if you are targeting 1 to 2 to TP it too. Alright? So as you can see, that's how to trade a counter trend. Alright? Easy peasy, no stress. Very simple as whatever you can call it. Okay? So that's how to trade a counter trend. It's not hard. Alright? So after that, what happened? What can we see again? We can see another, after this, we can see these two on 15 minutes. We can see these two. This is another confirmation entry. We can see these two. As you can see, another confirmation entry. We can see these two, another breakout to the downside. So that is how it is. Alright? That is how it is. So we can see these two. Okay? Can you see? So another one, we have our what? We have a fair value gap here plus other block, whatever. If the reason why I say you should use 50% of Fibonacci level here is because the fair value gap is very, very long. Like it's very, very big. It's very, very wide. That was the reason why I say you should use a 50% fib level. Okay? But if it is something like this that is not really as wide as, like, it's very obvious, very small, you can make use of other block, whatever, stuff like that. Okay? So we have another block here, right? And place it again. Your stop loss above the high. Just know that this high must be protected, right? Then you target 1 to 2 or 1 to 1.5, or you can still target the external liquidity. All right? So we have an external liquidity here. That is 1 to 2. Can you see? That is 1 to 2. Okay? So we have an external liquidity here. All right? We have a sell side liquidity. Okay? So that is just how to trade. That's another entry for you guys. All right? So that is it. Easy peasy, no stress. We have another breakout here now. This is the last breakout now. Then we have another block here. Alright. So we have another block here now. So easy peasy, no stress. If market should come back here too, although market might not desire to sell again from here. Why? The market has broken the major low. Alright? Market has broken the major low. But if market still decided to sell from here, definitely it's going to be selling from here. Okay? So easy peasy, no stress. Let's check another pair. Let's check another pair for another example. Maybe one more pair or something. It's fine. One more pair. So let's check one more pair, guys. Let's check one more pair. Let's check another pair, V25, V25 1x. Let's check V25 1x. Just understand market structure, right? Just understand market structure. Easy peasy, no stress. Easy peasy, no stress. Counter trend, that's what we want. I think I have something here. We need a counter trend is what we want. Okay, a counter trend. Let me go. Let me check 4 hours. Let me check 4 hours. Let me check 4 hours. Let me delete this, guys. Sorry, guys. This is gonna take a long time, but I still have to delete it so that we can see the charts clearly. Okay, so just need a trend, right? Okay, as you can see, we have a breakout here. As you can see, we have this is now, this is now a selling, this is now a counter buy. The other one we did was a counter sell, right? But this is a counter buy now. So we had an high here. Okay, so market just broke this low. Then we want to counter buy this place. All right, we want to counter buy this side. All right, like I said, it is very, very risky, but notwithstanding, let's go to 15 minutes for confirmation. Let's go to 15 minutes to look for what? To look for two things. And what are those two things? Choke and what? Choke and BOS. Easy peasy, no stress. All right. So, hey, sorry. I hope this place shows. I hope this place shows. All right. I hope this place shows. Like, and if it is not showing, we're gonna be making use of a 30-minute time frame. Okay. All right. I think this place shows. We need a counter. We need a counter buy or something. So as you can see now, we add this choke here, and I told you guys don't buy immediately after a choke. It's very risky. Then what? We have this BOS. So after this BOS, you can buy. So this is going to be our low, right? This is going to be our low. Okay. So like I said, if you want to mark your order block, go to the other time frame to mark your order block, whatever, for you to see it very clear. Because on 15 minutes you cannot really see it. So let's check 2 hours. Let's try to mark order block from 2 hours. You know you are counter buying, so you have to be very careful too, right? We don't really, let's go to 4 hours. We need to see a clear, it's not something that is more clearer. Let me check 8 hours. Yeah, that's how I maneuver time frames, because there are things you need to see. All right, this is 8 hours time frame. All right, we have a very beautiful order block sitting here, as you can see, right? As you can see, we have a breakout too, then we have a break. So very simple, just place your buy limit. Your stop loss is just going to be below this low. Then you target 1 to what? That is 1 to 1.5, something like this. First thing first, or you target 1 to 2, something like this. Or probably you might just target the external range liquidity, which is the buy side, right? Buy side liquidity, something like this. Easy peasy, no stress. Easy peasy, no stress. So that is how to counter a trend. You know we are countering this trend. The market is selling, right? But we are countering the buy to sell again, okay? So that is how it is. I don't know. Let me check one pair from Forex. Let us check one pair from Forex. EUR card. Let's check EUR AUD. I like checking pairs that people don't really trade, because people don't really trade this because they think it is very hard to analyze. Yeah, that is the reason why. All this EUR, USD, JP, USD, JPY, people always think it is very easy to analyze, and it is not. Once you understand market structure very well, once you understand things you need to see, there is no pair in this world that you can analyze, okay? So that is how it is, bro. So first thing first, you look at the directional bias. Let me check 4 hours. Let me check 4 hours. You just need a directional bias, whatever. Okay. So let me just zoom out a little to see something. To see a very good structure. Okay, we need a very good structure, right? But we should see something right here too. Okay, let's check this place too. I think we are seeing something here. Yeah, see something. I think we have a breakout structure here. You guys can see on this 4 hours time frame. So this was our protected eye. All right. So let's go to 15 minutes. If you are going to be seeing a choke and BOS, it is very, very important. If you are not seeing choke and BOS, just leave it. It's not compulsory you counter trade. As you all even know that counter trade is very risky. So it's not compulsory if you are not even seeing things that you need to see. It's not compulsory you trade it. So you just leave it, okay? So that is just how it is, right? So now let's check if you are going to be seeing change the state of delivery and breakout structure right here, okay? If you are seeing it, it is fine, and if you are not seeing it, then we just leave the pair and move on to another pair, okay? So let's just let's just view this sheet together, right? I think we have um we have a choke here, something like this right here, as you all can see. Then after that choke, what else can you see, guys? We have a BOS here. But unfortunately, this price did not give us a correctional phase to somewhere here before flying to the upside. It is fine, okay? You don't force a trade, okay? If you force a trade, you're going to pay with your currency. So it's better for you to let the trade just fly like an bird in the sky, okay? So now, let's just follow the normal thing that we have been following. So we need to mark, we need to look for an inefficiency right here. Let's go to 2 hours time frame. Although price did not come back to it, but we still need to check it out, okay? We still need to check it out. So as you can see now, this is our 2 hours time frame. All right, so we have a very beautiful order block right here, as you can see. Very, very beautiful. But what happened? Price didn't come back to it, which is fine. Just let it go. All right, because we would have been placing a buy limit here, then our stop loss would have been below this protected low right here, right? And we should have been targeting 1 to 2 at most, or probably 1 to 5, right? 1 to 1.5 rather, something like this, or 1 to 2 at most, right? So but it was unfortunate price didn't give us that pullback. There wasn't any pullback leg. All right, there wasn't any pullback leg to this side. So it's fine, just let it go, okay? Let it slide, right? Just let it move, okay? There is always an opportunity on the financial market graph. You don't need to do FOMO, fear of missing out. All right, you don't need to be rushing after a particular price action, okay? So that is it about that. So we've seen the choke and BOS right here, but the price didn't give us a correctional phase to buy to the upside, to take out this liquidity. We should have been taking out this then liquidity right here. This is liquidity resting here. All right, so that is just how it is, guys. So let me see. I don't know, this video is getting too longer than I expected actually. So that is just how to trade counter trade, okay? So if you find this video very interesting and very educative, you can just share to your friends. You can share to people that you know are still struggling with technical analysis in one way or the other. You can share it to them to watch too, to make a view. All right, so and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also don't forget to like, comment, and if you have any topics you want us to make a video, just like we are doing this one right here, if you have any video you want us to, any topics you want us to make a video about, just put it down in the comment section. So we're gonna look into it. We're gonna make a video like this, and we're gonna post it one of the days, okay? So catch you guys later, right? Thanks.